What's up guys, this is Ashnux. In this video, I'm going to showcase Penelope in Hell Raid versus Queen Azuma Sheik. Now, I will guide you at the same time. You don't need Penelope to do this boss. I can talk about other teams that you can do, free-to-play teams. But yeah, let me talk about Penelope and why she's so amazing. In PvE content, like in general, like I've tried her now in Hell Raid. I've tried her, I've been trying a bit of Expedition. Still haven't found exactly where she fits to get a big score. But yeah, I showcased her in PvP. In RTA, she performs amazingly well. So now you want to invest in this hero. You've seen those showcases. You're like, bro, that was crazy. That was sick. I want to build her. But where else can I use her in the game? Well, Queen Azuma Sheik, in normal, in Hell, that's one place where you can bring her. Now, this particular team that I'm running, these are free-to-play heroes, 3-star heroes, Helga, Raz, and Montmorency. Now, that's a specialty change on each one of them. And this team actually gives you 34 camping morale, which is definitely a nice amount. It's not 40 up, but when you have 30 and higher, you can clear normal raid in 3 runs, and that's the sweet spot basically. Now, notice how she performs in this battle. She's able to land attack break, cutting the attack by 50%, stunning the target, which is great for ads, right? You're working on these 2 ads, and the other 2 ones are in the cocoon. They are invulnerable, so you will be able to work on them after you bring the boss below 50% health. And if you don't do that and you skip them, the boss will, the ads will counterattack you, both of them, whenever you attack the boss. So of course, if your gear level is high, you can just skip that mechanic and just work on the boss. You could disable them, those 2 ads. Maybe you have a hero on the team that lands attack break, decrease hit chance. Maybe you can stun, maybe you can slow. It doesn't matter if you slow them down because they will counterattack you. But yeah. So talking about this team right here. Now, what you have at your disposition, at your disposal, is Adventure Raz. He's able to, if you use skill 1 against the boss, you're able to take out, the attack buff or greater attack buff, and the buff that she's running on herself, which is good, which is going to boost the survivability of your team, so the boss doesn't deal that much damage. So good thing right there. Now I have defense break from Adventure Raz skill 2. I have it on skill 1 and 2 of Mercenary Helga. I love it. Mercenary Helga, after the buff especially, is extremely strong. She's able to cycle quick, deal quite a bit of damage. A lot of damage actually, and she provides attack buff for the whole team. So her kit enables insane damage because you got attack buff, you got defense break, it's on 2 skills, and it's on skill 1, right? Like that is so good. Even if you trigger a dual attack with her, you're able to land defense break. Very powerful stuff right there. Now, you don't want to land 3 debuffs or more versus Queen Azuma Sheik. You want to have 2 debuffs or less, of course, because the boss, she's just gonna remove all those debuffs, and I believe she gets a turn or something like that. Like, it's really deadly. Look at the damage I'm able to do here. 30,000 almost. I'm running Daydream Joker on Penelope. That is damage based on the target's max health. Very powerful stuff. As you heal the ads, or what you could do is not jump onto the boss straight off the bat at the start of the run. You could just clean a few, maybe 1 wave or 2. Just get like 3 kills with the skill 1 of Penelope, so she gets 15% attack 3 times. 45% more attack is so good because you have attack buff that stacks with it, and you're gonna be able to deal so much damage. So no matter where you bring your normal or Hell Raid versus Queen Azuma Sheik, you can bring her versus Devour Rakan. I've done it already. She performed very well there. You can just take out the ads with her, and you could get, the skill 1 gives you 75% combat units when you down someone, like a monster, a hero. So you're able to go like kind of back to back, and you're gonna be able to just take out those 2 ads like boom boom, and then you're building your attack with skill 1. If you're manualing, especially in Hell Raid, your gear level is not so high, you're gonna be able to just soul burn to guarantee the kill as you build up those that attack buff, that passive attack buff with her S1. Very powerful stuff. Now the skill 2, reducing debuff duration by 1 turn, and giving her an extra turn, giving her a barrier as well, is very helpful. Like in this battle, you can deal with debuffs like that, and I love that. And it's allowing her to get an extra turn, so you're going to be able to cycle that skill 3 faster, you know, -1 turn cooldown on that thing. And skill 3 is very good versus the ads, but not only that, you can have her with, you know, like 75% effectiveness, so she's more reliable at landing her attack break and the stun versus the ads. Let's say, I don't think the ads actually have that much effect resistance, but the boss, you need, what is it, 65 or 70% effectiveness versus Hell, Queen Azuma Sheik. So you're gonna be able to land attack break, and you can have defense break, you know, from Mercenary Helga, from Adventure Raz. So that is the perfect combination, the perfect 2 debuffs that you can have. You are boosting your damage because you're shredding their defense by 70%, and you are also cutting the attack of that target by 50%. So you are taking much less damage, and it's going to be great to boost the survivability of your team because you actually have defense buff from Adventure Raz on his skill 3. Just amazing stuff. You have an Aureus artifact, forced artifact on Raz, so damage is redirected from other allies onto him. So it's definitely boosting the team survivability a lot. Now she goes in stealth Penelope with skill number 2, which means she cannot be attacked by a single target attack. So the other 3 heroes will be attacked instead of her. So you don't have to worry, like if you build her squishier, you know, you're sacrificing health, defense to build more crit damage and attack and speed and effectiveness as well on her, which is really good. Like she's able to cycle very fast and use that skill 2 and 3 often, which is helping the team with the reduction of debuff duration, the barrier on herself, making her stay longer in stealth, because when you're in stealth, you're taking 50% less damage from attacks that hit everyone, which is happening a lot versus Queen Azuma Sheik. So that is also very good right there. But throughout the battle, as you might have noticed, you know, she's just dealing tremendous damage, you know, almost 30,000 here. But I have really solid gear. You don't need to actually down this boss this quick, but this just goes to show you how stable the run is and how smooth it was to actually take out those ads one by one, facilitating the whole thing. That is the easiest strategy. You pick those ads apart. When you have an attack on Adventure Raz, you use his skill 1 to attack the queen, not for damage, but to remove a buff off of her. If you are struggling, you can use Penelope's skill number 3 to land attack break on the boss, especially if you have high effectiveness on her. It's going to be a reliable debuff to actually land, and you're most definitely going to be able to survive with not that much gear. Nothing is stopping you from boosting your health, boosting your defense throughout your team to make sure that you don't die from the queen getting you know, a passive attack stacking up and speed over time. Maybe you cannot keep up with that, so make sure that you have enough health and defense. You can increase it, and you're gonna be fine. This is the morale right here. Comforting Cheer on Angelique Montmorency for 17 morale, and then Food Story on Adventure Raz for another 17 morale. Very cool. Now you can replace Mercenary Helga for Commander Lorena, guys, and you will actually have even more morale than that. So that is really cool right there. I believe it is 36 morale. I will be verifying right now. This is the stats and the gear of my heroes. As you can see, you know, some of the pieces are pretty solid, some of the other ones not so much, but overall I definitely have quite my stats are quite nice. It is 36 morale with the Lorena team, guys. But let us know what you guys think about all that. And definitely, like, it will be easier for you to deal with the queen if you follow the instructions that I talked about. So hopefully this was helpful. If it was, smash that like and subscribe if you still haven't. If you're looking for an emulator or a new phone, or maybe a guild on the global server, check the description of the video, guys. So Border Coin is an artifact you can put on Helga, but you can also put Daydream Joker to be able to deal damage based on the target's max health. Works well with Defense Break. When you have the 70% of the target's defense shredded, you're just going to deal so much more damage. Just make sure you have 100% crit chance and as much crit damage as possible. That's how you scale the damage of Daydream Joker, which I have on Penelope right here. And you don't need that much gear, but Rage Set helps when you have a debuff on the target to deal more damage. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, guys. I'm Astronaut. Good luck with all y'all do. Peace out for now.